Hey, I talked to you earlier. Um, about 4.5 hours ago, I think. Well, I took the dog for a walk. She saw some chickens. A Doberman barked at her. She was sniffing everywhere. Went a lot longer than I had wanted to. We went for like 30 minutes. Got back. Um, I wrote a letter to my friend Mike Patterson, which I put in the mailbox. I wrote a page of my story, which is terrible, but it's going. I don't know where it's going. I didn't plan it out. I just had an idea, and I just want to finish it, and you read it and tell me it's the greatest thing. So it's Halloween. I don't really feel it. I kind of. I've been keeping busy. I've been staying longer at work, a little bit longer. Um, so by the time I get home and I'm like feel like I'm home, it's like 5 o'clock. Try to watch something to take the dog. Anyway, I'm gonna review some notes for Subspecies from 1991. So I've had this movie forever. I've started it, I think twice, maybe 3 times, and I always stop it. I just could not get into it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch it. I have all these movies, and a lot I've never watched, and Subspecies is one. I would not, I put it on and stop it, like I said. So 1991. It's directed by Ted Nicolau, who's made one of my favorite cheesy weirdo movies of all time, TerrorVision. He also made Bad Channels. And then I saw that he directed this, and I was like, this is nothing like TerrorVision. So I was like, I don't want to watch it, or I don't want to like it, or something. So I watched it, and it's pretty good. I liked it. I think what just freaked me out is, or not freaking out, but what's kind of off-putting is that it's a full moon movie, Empire Pictures, and I guess TerrorVision was an Empire movie. I found out Rawhead Rex was an Empire movie. I just don't feel like it. But when I think of now Full Moon, I think of I have to write them down, like Evil Bong, Ginger Dead Man. I guess some of the later Puppet Master movies. Just real cheesy stuff. Some other stuff that I've seen. Thankfully, Subspecies is nothing like that. In fact, oh my god, I can't think of another movie that kind of reminded me of it. It has a great look, great feel that I really liked. The vampire in it, Radu, played by, I had to look him up, Anders Hove. He's great, man, as Radu. He's like a black metal vampire. Nosferatu with long hair and drooling blood. And his long, spidery, spindly fingers. His outfit, just everything. Yeah, they're totally going for a Nosferatu vibe, and they got it. But I think they get a little more. In fact, I was texting my buddy Gary. Yeah, Radu he's like a little. I like him a little better than Nosferatu. I guess maybe because you can hear him talk and he's in color, maybe. But at first, I thought he looked just cheesy and dumb, but no, he looks awesome. Angus Scrimm as his father, like the king of the vampires, he's got the worst wig. Why didn't they just give him straight, long hair? He's got this weird poof. It reminded me of, there's a album from the band Morbid Saint, their first album. The hair kind of reminded me of that. And he kills Angus Scrimm right away. Shoves a blade in him. And I was like, man, Angus Scrimm is gone. But then I finally watched it, and overall, it's a good movie for Halloween. It's just dripping with atmosphere. It's not gory. It's a little bloody. It's just a classic vampire story. What else did I write down? My stupid notes. See boobs, which I was really surprised. There's not much. Barely. There's a smidge of gore, and I like seeing the girl's boobs, but it wasn't necessary. Like one girl, she's tied in a dungeon. She has this red like blouse on, and there's just slits all over, and slits for her chi-chis to be hanging out, which is fine. But and then another girl, like Radu, like pulls her shirt down when she's in bed to bite her or to suck on her, and you see her nipple, and so it just seemed a little out of place. I didn't write the girls' names down. One of them, watching it, this is from '91. I used to think 80s hair was bad, but now I'm thinking at least 80s hair, they look like, like a hair metal rock star, anyone with long hair. In 90s, it was just, at least in 91, it was just like droopy and flat. Or the main girl, she had a boy's haircut, and I was like, she looked pretty, but then sometimes she looked like a guy. I wish she would had like long hair to see her, see how it frames her face. Anyway, so these three girls have come to Transylvania or wherever they are. Can't remember the name of the village. They're there to study some old buildings or moldy books or something. And then Radu, he killed his father, and he took the bloodstone, which it says it like drips the blood of the saints. So Radu's sucking on that, and he wants these girls. But there's this guy Stefan, who kind of reminded me of Adam Ant. He's there to help. He says he's studying, but really he's there to help the girls and fight Radu. It's only an hour and 23 minutes. Barely. Oh, so tired, I need a drink. Yeah, like I said, there's no chainsaws, no like gouts of blood, no limbs flying. Yeah, I'm judging these movies so mistakenly. Like I was like 30 minutes, okay, we gotta have some gore, some monsters, something, and no, it's just an atmospheric little film, which I'm surprised. I'm sure this is like super low budget, and Ted Nicolau really did good. This is like a reverse opposite of what TerrorVision is. Would never think the same man directed it. There is blood. There's vampires. Radu, he steals the movie. Like, just, you could make like you could take the clips of Radu and put it like over put some black metal over it, and it would work perfect. His voice, and then the drooling grossed me out. Now I don't know why, like, blood drinking is really starting to gross me out. It's because there's a Richard Lehman novel where they have to drink blood to do a ceremony, and like this girl's like she's just gonna take a sip, and she drinks it, and then the witch is like, no, drink, and she like pushes it to where she has to swallow like a mouthful, and I was it's just before, like, blood drinking, it's whatever. But now it's really grosses me out. And then when Radu's drooling, like I said, he drools on the girl. Oh yeah, and he has these little creatures too. He like snaps off his finger and throws them on the ground, and they turn into these red little devil demons. And at first they look so not fake, but the way they're imposed on the screen, you just tell they're not there. But they look, after they show them again, they look really cool. They're really detailed. They have musculature. I thought they were gonna look like almost like a little wax toy, but no, they don't. And they have a little personality, almost kind of like the minions from the gate. So, and I forgave that because I remember that. I think that turned me off too. How just unreal they look, but I like them now. They filmed this in Romania, so you're in a real castle, the dungeon. You know that adds a lot. The lighting is cool. It's just not a gore fest. You never see like Radu flying or turning into like a bat monster or like really no one great special effects scene, but didn't need it. And then you do get some gore at the end, some kills, which they look good too. Actually, for what little they do show you, I don't want to spoil it. There's some shotgunning, some stabbing, some smashing, and again, oh Jesus, not exactly what I'm looking for, but it was still good. It was good. It was good. I'd have to give it a solid 3, above average slightly. I can see like doing a double feature with the movie I can't remember its name of, watching it for Halloween, late at night. I can see myself, like maybe liking it more. Unlike Centipede Horror, which I doubt I'll ever watch again. I showed this guy at work. I showed some guys at work the Centipede Horror vomiting centipedes part, and they were grossed out by that, so that was cool. But Subspecies, finally watched it. Give it a solid 3. I do want to see the sequels now. I want to see Radu. As long as it's, I can't see them getting better. I can see them getting worse. But I still would like to see at least Subspecies Part 2. I hope. Oh, I gotta move my beer. I'm gonna drop it. If I don't. What else did I leave out? Not much. Oh, yeah, there's a cool like festival parade. And that was cool. It was weird. Like I watched it. I was falling asleep, so I rewound it because I don't want to miss anything. And they're in costumes and masks and prancing and dancing around, and so this is like almost like could be like Mansion of Madness or like Holy Mountain, maybe more like Santa Sangre, something like that. So that's day 2. It's 10 o'clock. I almost didn't make it for the day. I'm gonna do as many videos as I can for Halloween. I'm gonna maybe read this, maybe write you a letter. I already wrote my story, but I write my story, work on the zine, but it's almost Betty Bye time, so I'll read this before, and I'll see you bright and early tomorrow.